By academic development and service delivery, and we were asked to work with some of the staff in order to train the teams not only in working in service design but also in kind of creating a culture change in the ways in which they work. So what we were asked to do was to work not only on kind of understanding the principles of service design and how you might include a little bit more user research and a little bit more of the student and the academic voice in developing the software and the systems that we use as a university, but also how can we change the priorities and the ways in which people approach this work.
Together with the cohort, we went through the principles of service design and all the processes and the mindsets of service design. So we started the week 1 with an introduction and the values and the way of working. We went into week 2 about mapping systems, mapping values, mapping stakeholders, and in week 3 we prototype, and using prototype not just to prototype solutions but prototype the problem as a way of communication, as a way of understanding. And then we went in week 4 where we use theory of change, particularly logic model of evaluation, and talk about values, more as organizational values. The final session was really exciting because the teams present the project. Some of the projects actually merge, some of the projects are actually happening, and we are seeing how the training influenced the way of working. And by the end of this, we create a manifesto of 7 principles, and it was things about collaboration, diversity, sustainability, trust.
It was great to work with this group because they were so enthusiastic. We were coming at them with very creative methods, with prototyping, doing things that are very messy. They really embraced this and they really saw the value and how it might apply to their particular work.
Content of commons and some about
how you get
yeah.
So
maybe to separate them out then.
So there's something about the available channels for communicating through.
A few weeks in, someone asked, we're writing a policy around communication and how would we go about prototyping and co-designing this policy? And so they were already thinking about how to apply this into their everyday work.
The thing that I have enjoyed the most, or the learning so far, is the point around assumptions. Making sure that we don't assume that we know what the users want or what their problems are.
I will almost certainly start challenging assumptions where people are saying, oh yeah, we will need to do that. But how do you know that you'll need to do that? Have you considered everything?
I think it's highlighted the need to be more consultative with our end users. I think it's given us some tools and some methods by which we can do that.
The techniques that you can use to gather that and get people's feedback, and to a certain extent organise it in a slightly more structured way.
I really enjoyed the prototyping session. It really opened up a new way of working for me, learning that it's important to do it quick and messy early on to gather ideas and not aiming perfection but allowing messiness and feedback.
That area of divergent thinking and convergent thinking for the creation of the design and then for the delivery, it applies very well on the work that I'm doing. I can take quite a lot of that way of working, the basics, the tools that service design has, and apply them to architecture to produce a better enterprise design.
It's so valuable to have the students involved in the teaching as well, because
it is lovely, because I think what you get is that what comes across from both the tutors and the students is that your infectious enthusiasm for the subject matter.
This process actually helped us to structure our knowledge.
And put it in practice. And we feel more confident now as well that we can actually do.
What do you think?
So yeah, we'll definitely embed it.
So we need to, and we also need to put in a purchase order for Lego.
Imogen, this we listen. Does it match with that?
Oh, it matches with that one.
This one's kind of similar. We will respect and obey this one. We will speak to students, build trust. This one's a bit on its own, isn't it? It's a good one.
It's always one.
I'll read it out.
So this one here, here we listen. Yeah, we listen, and also.